Casinos are
somewhere in the state.
magnets for sick people. You know, when you go to those casinos in like Connecticut, you're like, Jesus Christ, there's so many people that are just sick. A lot of people having a good time, just out on a date. Let's go to the casino, play a couple of hands of blackjack. Seems like a good time. But there's a lot of just sick fucking gambling junkies in there. Just lost.
When you see them and they have their wheelchairs and they got the oxygen mask and they're
And they're
smoking
still
a cigarette
smoking.
in the casino, you're like, wow.
You see a lot of those.
Different strokes for different folks.
Hey, you
How
got
about
to let people do that if that's what they want to do.
How about the chick last week that was winning so much money she just started pissing at the casino?
I saw that.
Did you see that?
That girl just pissed on the fucking
Pissed
seat
on the fucking floor.
while she was playing slot machines.
Bro, she ain't
didn't even
losing that
move.
shit.
She was on the phone.
She didn't dry her monkey either.
What a crazy bitch.
That's disgusting.
That's a
I don't mind
crazy
if you
bitch.
pee. Even me, when I pee in the bottle, I have a little tissue to dry the helmet off.
Maybe she was on Xanax. Yeah, this is her. She seems kind of hot too,
She looked hot from the side. but
and
you
just
can't see
pissing.
it.
So ridiculous. That lady's wild. It's crazy though. Imagine that you. It's not uncommon. Not that uncommon. Hold on. Scroll up. Scroll. Look at this. Regardless of the video's legitimacy, urinating on casino floors isn't as uncommon as one might think. 2000. Oh, many people probably did it. Oh, they had adult diapers. This guy said that Arnie Wexler, a recovered problem gambler who operated a New Jersey-based gambling hotline and counseling service at the time, told the Louisville Courier Journal that many heavy gamblers don adult diapers to avoid having to leave a slot machine or gaming table. If they don't come prepared, he said, they just pee in the seat. Oh, my God. You dirty fucks. You imagine walking into a casino, you just smell piss. You just know so many people have been pissing on the floor. You could smell it. Oh,
I don't know if I'm ready for diapers. I don't know, dog.
Well,
if you pee in your pants, you got to leave that shit on.
what would you rather have, diapers or be paralyzed? I'll take diapers. You got to just deal with it. It is what it is. You know? You can only control what you can control.
But you gonna tell me you're gonna shit in a diaper and sit in it for 2 hours?
I don't think
somebody
the shit
changes
thing
it?
is as big of an issue. I think mostly it's a piss thing. Incontinence. You might be shitting your pants a little bit too. Depends on your digestive system and your diet. I mean,
That's
some people
the
have
worst.
gastrointestinal problems. It's horrible.
That's the worst. And
There's a
we've
lot
all
of problems out there in the world, though. Little babies die of leukemia. You know, a lot of problems. We're lucky as shit. We're alive and kicking in 2023, one of the most interesting times to be alive. And you and I grew up in a time where there was no internet. We got to experience this whole wave of change over the world. The erosion of faith in politicians and media is at an all-time high. People are just starting to wake up to how fucking insane this world is organized and run. And we're starting to realize that, hey, you know, this is almost over for whoever is listening to this. If you're listening to this and you're in your 40s, you're halfway there, kid. All right? If you're listening in your 20s, if nothing terrible happens to you, you don't accidentally overdose on fentanyl, you got a solid 60 years left if everything goes great. If you're taking care of yourself, maybe you'll make it to 90. Maybe. So I'm 55. So how much time do I have left? I'm pretty robust.
20.
I work out a lot.
20.
20 years? That's it? Damn. I was hoping for like 100.
After that, what
I think I'd do
want?
150.
You really want to be alive to be 100? Sitting
I
there?
think I'd get even better. I think I'd get even better about it at anything. I think if you could stay alive for longer, you'd make less mistakes. You'd understand yourself more. There'd be like a value that you could give to other people if you have energy. Like people can learn things from other people that have already experienced life. That's why we love hearing stories and hearing wise people talk about things. The more I experience life, the more I understand me and other people, and the more I talk to people, the more I understand people, the better I get at it, the better I get at life. I really, really, really believe that. And I think everybody does, sort of. Everybody does in their heart of hearts.
I feel the same
As long
way.
as you don't give up, as long as you don't give up, as long as you don't get cynical, as long as you don't get hateful, if you could just stay positive and stay around loving people and be a good person and be someone that people like to be around, you can get better all the time. Like you keep getting better at being a human. You get better at podcasting. You get better at stand-up. You get better at everything.
You once told me something really interesting. When you said that your biggest fear was turning old. You didn't want to. You wanted to be in good shape when you got older. You know. And my biggest fear all these years, honest to God, was not dying or anything. It was not being, I hate to say this to you, and you're going to understand what I'm saying right off the bat. People at home might not. I didn't want to become one of the comics at the store when we got there.
I know what you mean.
I'd rather shoot myself. I didn't want to call you when I was 60 and go, dog, I'm taking this cruise. I need to come on the podcast to change my life, as we both heard from people.
Yeah.
I did not want to be one of those guys, and that is what I'm proudest of the most. I'm proud that I put a book together. I'm very proud that I found alternatives, that I didn't have to keep bothering people at clubs to put me on.
Yeah.
And, well, Joe Rogan sucks. Mitzi Shore never gave me the love I needed. I blew off Kenneth, and I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah, but those guys, they're always going to exist. They're a lesson for you. This is a path that you could go down. You see that path, and you know it's negative. Where we got very lucky, Joey, is that we both experienced, like you did, movies, The Longest Yard. We did a bunch of stuff.
Different things, yeah.
We did a bunch of stuff, but then the internet came along right when we were like fully developed, like real comics. We were real headliners. And then when everybody transitioned into podcasting, and everybody transitioned into like YouTube became like the best platform for putting out a comedy special, and we all learned who's the great comics from listening to each other. People would talk about, have you seen Shane Gillis? Holy shit. Mark Norman. Oh my God, that guy's funny. And then everybody here, and then it becomes this organic network. But it all happened. We got so fortunate that we caught that wave every step of the way at the right time. We rode every wave in, every step of the way. Take the mainstream stuff to use it to transition into putting your stuff online. You realize online is the real mainstream. Everybody's addicted to their goddamn phone. Everybody's on social media. Everybody's watching YouTube. Everybody's listening to podcasts. We caught that wave every step of the way. And that's the same thing with this club.